Hey heroes, welcome in. I am Lucas Rand, and as always, this is my co-host Kyle Cage. Now today we got a little bit of spilled milk that we're gonna do for you. It's a segment where we cry over a little bit of 2%. But first, always like, share, comment, subscribe, please, please, please. We are Hosts4Hire podcast on YouTube. That is where most of our stuff is going to be posted going forward. So please be sure to check us out there to stay up to date. Now, without any further ado, let us start talking about this unreleased Batgirl movie.
Personally, I get that they had their reasons, I suppose, to not release it, but I just wanted to see
I
it.
don't, man. I don't get it. I can't wrap my mind around making a movie, having it in post production, and then choosing to just
I mean,
not not release it. Like I
yeah,
get that there was maybe tax write-offs shit going on, or
yeah. Well,
they were
and
trying
for
to make back some money that they could during like a weird merger point. I kind of
yeah,
understand all that. But at this point, like after all of that has kind of blown over, like why not just release it under Elseworlds tag?
yeah. Well,
You
and
know?
especially because the fact that it was set in the DCEU, you
Yeah,
know,
so it just doesn't really
they
I get
couldn't
it,
get they
but
could not get around it being in the DCEU with it being
yeah.
J.K. Simmons, James Gordon.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess but like
Like
in Elseworlds that shouldn't matter, right? Like fuck it.
Yeah, so
It's in the
it's
DCU,
which
you know?
again, like to your point, Aquaman 2, The Flash, Black Adam, they all came out after, correct?
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
all three of those came
Mhm.
out after, and they were
Definitely
all
Flash
Flash
and
and
Aquaman.
Aquaman, yeah. But they were all theatrical releases, which is one of the big reasons that they said that was the reason why they didn't release it because they didn't want to put things out on Max, which is
Right.
I don't know, to me that's bullshit.
Again,
Um,
like whatever, that's a reason, but that's not a reason to never release this movie for people.
to just put it in a vault and
Yeah.
lock away something
Like
that
I
could have
was
been
really
great.
excited for this. I
Me
really
too,
like Barbara, and
actually.
I was like kind of just hoping to see like a Batman-less like Barbara movie. I we did unfortunately figure out that Michael Keaton's Batman was supposed to be in this.
Yeah, that made no sense to me.
What?
And they were gonna have it be that he was like from a different universe, obviously, because this is
God,
set
dude,
in
yeah.
Ben Affleck's boot universe. Like
So
Batfleck
just
is her Batman.
they're just hopping on the multiversal trend. They're like, well, movies can't not have a multiversal cameo. It is the year 2023.
It's just
Like,
stupid. I
what
don't
are
even
we
know
gonna do?
when was Batgirl scheduled to release. You tell
I
her.
think
I
it
don't
was
know.
like
It's
late 2022, early 2023, something like that. Is what
Yeah,
I
yeah,
thought.
yeah. It was canceled in 2022, so it was probably going to be slated for
Hmm.
23.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep, yep.
but
But you know, it's
you're
just like it's
absolutely
really
right.
upsetting to me that like movies like you said, like Aquaman 2, like Flash, Joker 2 just got greenlit, and kind of came out to make diddly jack shit
Yeah,
when
like it's a failure.
when this wasn't even like allowed to be released after it was greenlit already.
Yeah, and Batman Beyond was shot down, as you would always say,
Kyle,
as you would always point out, just to
do
jump the gun
not
on you there.
do not invoke Batman Beyond. Dude, to the people, if you don't know, the people who made the Spider-Verse movies, the amazing, glorious, near perfection Spider-Verse movies, went to DC, well, more accurately, Warner Brothers, and they pitched a Batman Beyond movie, which looked in fucking credible. And they said no.
They
They
were
said
like,
no.
nah, we don't want to make
And that
$1 billion.
was the day I actually died.
And
Personally.
like the thing about animated movies is they can have the budget that
Oh
one of
man.
one of
And
the
that
big
team is
problems.
fantastic.
Yeah, yeah, one of the other problems with a lot of this is like really just bad decisions by the people in
Oh
charge
man.
of
Yep.
the movie. Because like
Yep.
Michael Keaton's Batman, the multiverse shit, the cameos, it's all just trends ruining shit. But also another issue that was their fault was the budget. It had less than half the budget of the other movies we've mentioned.
Yep.
Like
Yep.
I'm not 100% on Joker 2, so I can look at that. But like the other
Aquaman 2
three,
was into
it
200,000.
was
Flash was in the
200
200,000s
200 million, yeah,
or
like
million.
yeah.
200. Dude, they spent like over $200,000 on this movie.
Yeah, it's not great. Um, it was even Joker 2 had 190 to 200 million dollar budget. Like
And they
eh,
gave this one an $100 million
it was
budget.
not it was $80 million. It came out to 90 and when it was all said and done.
That's so
And
ridiculous,
that
dude. Like
granted that's before marketing, which like
is a big
Black
piece.
Adam
Yeah.
after marketing was 260, 270,000.
Yeah. Right.
All of those were like 200. There was another 60, 70,000 for all of them for marketing, which it would have been for that. It would have probably been like 30,000 for marketing for that, and then it would have
Yeah.
done
Or a
poorly.
million rather.
Million. I did the same thing you were just doing.
Got him.
Yeah. You pulled me into you pulled me into your
Now you got me
idiocy.
doing it.
Now you got me doing it.
But yeah, man, it's exactly like you said. Bad decisions by people in charge,
Hmm.
like is ruining the
Lots of
superhero
things,
movie genre.
not just DC stuff too.
Yep.
Like,
It's ruining this genre because like it's people that don't even know what we as fans want. They're just like, yeah, what is it? Like, yeah, they're making a movie. Yeah, like, well, we need to have a cameo. So who's it going to be? Well, it's got to be multiversal because right now that's the trend. So let's pull, and also we can only do Batman because that's the only popular character we have. It's the only name recognition, or not the only, but the one with the most
the
numbers.
biggest, yeah, the
Yeah.
biggest one.
And that's like all they care about, dude. And I hate that. God, it's ruining shit. And I hope with my fingers, with every finger of mine in toe crossed, that James Gunn
Yeah.
fixes this problem that WB has had for a while. And now
Yes.
it seems like maybe Marvel might be
It,
heading down a similar trend. Again,
it
fingers and toes crossed that that's not true.
you've
But
said it but and I wouldn't be surprised because you've said it before and I'll say it again. We can't seem to have good things of both
I
Marvel and
know.
DC at once. Either we have great DC animation and shit Marvel animation and great or live action shit DC live action
Yep.
or vice
Yep.
versa. Like we can never have great of both.
It's true facts, and it hurts. It hurts, but hopefully, like I said, this is where it is. Oh, dude, I even forgot to mention with this Batgirl movie. One, obviously, Barbara. I was really excited to see this interpretation of Barbara. I forget the actress's name because unfortunately the movie didn't come out, and I'm bad with that already.
Leslie Grace.
Leslie Grace. I'm sure she would have put out an awesome Batgirl, and it really sucks that like maybe her career didn't get the boot jump start that it could have from this
Hmm.
movie not being posted out. But
And
most
not
importantly,
just her. Like, sorry, go on.
no, I was gonna say, and most importantly, and I'm sure you were just about to bring up as well, Brandon Fraser, bro,
Oh yes,
America's
that.
sweetheart, dog.
Oh God, that breaks my heart. But that truly broke my heart.
It
Like,
sucks, man.
uh,
Not because not only was it gonna be like again, we get to see Brandon Fraser in like an action role, like we all grew up watching him do, and it was just gonna be awesome. But he was gonna get to play a villain, which we
a
never
site.
get to see him do,
Not only that,
and
but
one that we've never seen. We've never gotten to see
mhm,
Firefly.
yeah, not outside of other mediums. Like, definitely
Yeah.
not live action. Even like animated, we've seen very few of him.
Yeah. So
You
like he
know,
was gonna get
like
to bring a new fresh like character to screen. He was gonna get to kind of like revamp his career a little bit. He was gonna get
yeah.
all of us nerds to get to watch him again. So that would have been awesome for us.
And he was going to be able to play us like a psychopathic character, which
Would have
is
been cool,
something
dude.
so outside of what he normally does. It would have been.
Yeah.
It's like it to me feels like what the Penguin and Colin Farrell a little bit with
100%.
like it's something so outside of what he would normally does
That
that
makes it
like
good.
it allows him to go to places he didn't know he had, and like it makes it
Absolutely.
so good and entertaining to watch. And really,
Absolutely.
like, yeah, I don't know, it's there's
Hot dog.
really that might be the number one thing that we
Yeah.
missed out on, in my opinion, of this movie not coming out
Was
is
Brandon
it
Fraser's
was
Firefly.
Brennan Frey. Like, out of everything we
Yep.
talked about and everything that we missed out on,
Yep.
that's the thing. Yeah.
100%.
Well, we hope you enjoyed our tears over Batgirl. Let us know if it was even worth crying over, or if there was anything else you thought of that we didn't bring up or you want to discuss. Just put it in the comments below. Uh, Make sure to follow us again on YouTube at Hosts for Hire with the number
Yee.
4, Hosts for Hire podcast, rather. I am Kyle Cage, and this is Lucas Rand. Be sure to join us on the next one, and we have been your hosts for hire.